You have entered as an organizer and may now speak to any other organizers or panelists on the line. When you are ready to begin the presentation, press the Start Broadcast button on the GoToWebinar control panel to allow all attendees to hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay. I want to apologize. We had begun punctually at 1 o'clock, and then my computer decided to completely die on me. So terribly, terribly sorry about that. And I do appreciate your patience. It looks like everybody is stuck around for the most part. So thanks very much for your patience there as we overcame that technical difficulty. But because we have started a little late here, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Where we're going to recap to you what was a very successful InfoComm show for us here at KeyDigital. Plan to do it in 45 minutes, which I'll try to squeeze down to 35 minutes now. And you can submit your questions via the GoToMeetings panel. And as a means of making sure that the questions are all addressed at the same time and we could get through this presentation as quickly as possible. If possible, please do just save your questions to the end there. That'll be very helpful to us. So let's go ahead and continue on here. I want to start with what is basically a rather simple product, but extremely, extremely versatile. This is a wall plate HDBaseT extender, switcher, and video scaler. So it covers those three functionalities for you: switching, extending, and scaling. So this could be a unit that integrates into an existing presentation switcher for conference rooms, classrooms, or any kind of presentation application. Huddle spaces as well come to mind. Or this can be a product that is in itself the full video switching system, plugging in nicely at the wall or on a table or floor pocket. It is a standard US dual gang plate, so that it fits into a wall box, a dual gang wall box. And the only wiring that you need to run to this device is the network wire for HDBaseT. It is a Cat5e, Cat6. A lot of the feedback was very positive on this because the face of the unit is very clean compared to some of the competition, which gives just way too many connections for end users to see, when really ultimately they don't need to see all the connections like Phoenix connectors or IR on a 3.5 millimeter. We instead, our engineers put in an IR sensor onto the face. One of the popular features of this is the ability to just toggle between the sources, HDMI, VGA, or by pressing and holding that button for 3 seconds, the button will illuminate, and now you're in auto switching mode, so that whatever you plug in, the switch will select that newly detected source and advance discreetly into it. The IR sensor, once again, very well received, so that you can control your projectors, for example, or coming out of the receive unit, connect into something like an IR connecting block, and you could have your equipment remotes to once again make this essentially the only part you need. The KDSX440WP is what it's called. The only part you need to make an AV integration system: switching, extending, scaling, and extending the IR remote control signals if need be. From there, we certainly step up to something much more advanced, much more sophisticated. This is Enterprise AV over IP. Video over IP was certainly a buzz term at InfoComm this year, and some would even say last year as well. And this system is very popular because it's just so flexible, video over IP. Each and every video source, you just add an encoder. Each video display just gets a decoder. And you need nothing more to build a full AV system from KeyDigital. What you will use in the middle is a managed network switcher. I'll tell you more about how that works here shortly. But it makes it ideal for the commercial applications that the integrators are coming to us for at InfoComm, large-scale projects. Some of the design considerations when using video over IP: what is the max resolution? What will you be doing with the audio? And can you make sure that you have lip sync capabilities? We have those built into our IP922 system. How are you controlling the system? Do you need a video wall? And ensuring that you are working with a verified network switch. So following the show, we've already received a number of emails regarding the system and saying, hey, you know, going to the InfoComm show could be a little bit like drinking water from a fire hose. What does that mean? It means you're getting a lot of information all at once, and you could hardly drink any of that water. You could hardly retain any of that information. So we've been getting a good amount of emails where folks have asked, what is the primary difference of KeyDigital's IP922 versus some of the generic products that are out there? Generic products, because why do I say that? Well, because the video over IP for the 4K supported systems, a lot of the manufacturers are using a common chip, okay, in order to build these systems. And KeyDigital is no different, except for the fact that we key digitize everything. What does that mean? It means our engineers in-house with our hardware, software, driver development, system designers, corporate operations, etc., they know how the products are going to be used. They know how the hardware engineers are going to be designing this, and how the software engineers are going to be, what kind of design they're going to be doing in order to really ensure that the product is more powerful than the others and more valuable than the others. Now, I apologize, but we are getting some feedback that the audio is poor. So just give one moment. I'm going to make sure that I'm on the best possible network here, because I did have to change computers with the last technical difficulty that we had here. Okay, so we're back now, and hopefully the audio is more reliable than before. So let's look at some of these built-in features for the IP922 products, which are just absolutely packed here. We have on the encoder side an HDMI pass-through so that you could have local monitoring of your incoming source. We advance now to the next slide where we have the IP922 decoder, and on the decoder they have two HDMI connections as well, where one could be used for a localized feed versus the broadcasted global feed from the video over IP system. Very, very powerful for presentation applications. The 922 decoder has a scaler built in, and one of the functions for that is that you can downscale an incoming 4K resolution so that it can be displayed in 1080p on 1080p capable displays. So that's very beneficial for systems where they aren't able to purchase all 4K, all new displays at the same time. Each unit also has audio de-embedding, And on that analog audio de-embed, 6-pin, balanced, unbalanced, you have a full assortment of audio DSP features, volume control, muting control, lip sync delay, which is extremely important anytime you're going into a network switch, bass, mid, trub, 3-band EQ, and balance, left-right balance. We also have USB connections. The USB on the encoder is a USB-B, so it could connect into a PC USB host. And on the encoders, on the decoders rather, you have two USB-A, so it makes a situation like this here where we look at keyboard and mouse coming over from the bottom right of the 3 operator stations, keyboard and mouse plugging into the decoder, and whatever is the viewed source, you have a direct USB connection into that viewed PC. Then we go ahead and look at what's happening up top there, where you have video wall processing built in as well, a maximum of 10 by 10, so 100 total displays. You can build a video wall. You could do very easy control. Just a drag of a finger allows you to select the source on the entire video wall or on sub-video walls within the video wall, and that could all be demoed on the KeyDigital app or the compass control demos that we'll go into here shortly. Additionally, you have 2 LAN ports where you have LAN 1 and LAN 2. It's a 2-port PoE network switch built into 1 gig network switch built in to each unit. One of the functions for that is a network pass-through of a connected source or display. But another benefit of having dual LAN port is that you could actually build a system that could support up to 96 ports without any special, without going beyond a gigabit network a centerpiece network switch in the middle. So if you need to go to, in this system, we have, for example, 4 encoders. Which port 1 feeds network switch 1 and port 2 feeds network switch 2. So 4 times 2 equals 8. So 96 minus 8 allows us to build a 4 by 88 system here. Again, anything that makes a maximum of 96 ports, you just times the encoders by 2, and that's how you could build the system, which is much more cost effective than the way that the other manufacturers will have you do it, leaving the 1 gig network switching infrastructure. You could do that as well with our system, but this is a nice benefit here. And then we get to the culmination of the hardware and the software at KeyDigital, where we have 3 control ports, and those control ports can act as an interface from any third-party control system, either controlling us via TCP/IP, IR, or RS-232. Those control systems, which are advanced, can also utilize our open API called KeyCode, which is published in the owner's document for the IP922 products, so that any control system can say, hey, port number 123 of IP address, any IP address of our devices, and say that they are the format either IR, RS-232, or voltage triggering, and they should be sending an IR burst info, RS-232 string at baud rate X, or voltage high or low. And then we get into the real powerful feature of having our compass control system built in, where any unit is a 3-port master controller. So we take a look at this design where you have multiple set-top boxes, music streaming, security, HVAC, lighting control, of course, dozens of displays, projector, and the voltage on the screen, in addition to the audio amplifiers, and we can control all of that without any additional hardware when we fully invest in KeyDigital's ecosystem of hardware plus software. Now, in addition to our 4K video over IP system, we also have our IP 1080s, which is a 1080p maximum video over IP system using H.264 compression. Very, very simple products. Very, very simple. You can power over the Ethernet, or we have power redundant supplies, redundant power supplies, I should say. And in order to control this system, you would just pick up one of our very cost-effective KD CX800 units. And with the CX800, at least one, you're able to control the entire system using our traditional matrix switching commands, just like with the IP922 as well. So many people have uninstalled old KeyDigital analog matrix switchers and gone straight to digital video over IP in this method without having to reprogram their control system at all. Now, the beauty of video over IP, again, one encoder per source, one decoder per display, and you use a network switch in the middle. And that network switch at KeyDigital, we give you many, many options. With our verified network switches list available at our website, you could jump right into the setup instructions for the network switch that you want to use, where we teach you how to enable IGMP and enable 8K jumbo frame requirement if you are using the 4K IP922 system. Most of the instructions are about 6 or 7 pages, mostly pictures, and even an AV contractor without much networking experience is going to have no problem configuring their network switcher as needed. From there, you set up the system using our KeyDigital Management Software Professional, where you can configure the units one by one, providing friendly names, setting the desired IP address, and then building a virtual matrix file with all connected units to build a full matrix system. You do that all through the software, and then we even have the control interface on a PC software as well. In the user software, KeyDigital Management Software User Edition, there is no ability to reconfigure units or systems, so there's no risk that they'll break anything. And this is also available at KeyDigital.com. Which leads us to the KeyDigital app. The KeyDigital app is yet another control interface option from KeyDigital. This is a free app available for iOS devices where the device can scan the network, find any live KeyDigital devices or systems which are app ready, and that is now all of our IP-enabled devices, and give you a pre-built GUI to control that device. You can download the app for free from the App Store and demo for yourself. So this is perfect for the applications where they may not have a budget for a full professional control system. You'll see the user-friendly names that you provide on inputs and outputs, not only for the enterprise AV over IP system, but also for our KeyDigital matrix and switchers. We also allow the user-friendly names. We have user preset creation that is per iPad, so that the per iOS device, so that each user can have their own presets, such as morning mode and night mode, DJ mode, etc. in a bar and restaurant. And we feel that this is the perfect gateway to a professional control system that we'll go into in a moment. So how does it work? If you have a live app-ready KeyDigital device on your network, just get that iPad on the network with the same 3 octets. The first 3 octets must match from the iPad to the KeyDigital devices, and it'll detect all those app-ready devices and give you that pre-built GUI for controlling. So download the app from the App Store. Again, it's called KeyDigital, and the icon is this big letter K there, and you'll see exactly the step-in control interface option for our system that's perfect for your commercial installs on a budget. Lastly, very, very well received was the new update to the Compass Control Pro interface. So it's a nice facelift. This is now the 3rd generation GUI of the Compass Control system, which is now 6 years old. And we released the modular 2.0 programming method, where you could build these sleek user interfaces, modern user interfaces, very user-friendly. You could download the app for free on your iOS device today to demo firsthand and find our 7 core application demos So you could see exactly how you'll be taught how to program with this new modular 2.0 programming method. Or you could continue your certification to do custom programming so that you could learn how to do the compass control system, which is going to be anytime you go beyond just your KeyDigital control, go beyond to control third-party devices like AV, lighting, HVAC, and more within a single app. What people liked about the compass control system is that it's using the iOS device as the brain. The benefits for that are that your controllers, master controllers, and tablets all live on the network, which makes an unlimited amount of controllers possible. You'll have global IP communication using static IP addresses on the job site, and there's never a master or slave controller. IP devices don't even utilize a port from the master controller, as the iOS device can control that device directly without utilizing any ports. You could get your certification online and in person with Level 1, System Design and Sales, Level 1 Plus, Programming, Drag and Drop Programming and Installation, Level 2, Custom Module Development, and Level 3, Custom GUI Programming Professional, all available online or in-house. You just head over to KeyDigital.com, and in the top right corner of our website, press the login, and then click here to sign up to get started. The power of Compass Control Pro is our Compass Alliance partners, which allow us to offer good, better, and best system design and integration, still with drag and drop, plug and play integration. They love that our master controllers are flexible and cost effective. This master controller, MC1000, has 6 multifunction control ports, which could be IR, bidirectional RS-232, voltage triggering, or voltage sensing. The small and effective CX800 also contains 3 multifunction control ports and is powered over the Ethernet. So for more information on what all we showed on KeyDigital, or to begin specifying KeyDigital in your next application, the most powerful tool is to go to our System Design Experts, SDG, System Design Group at KeyDigital.com. Let us know the sources, displays, distance, and resolution of your next application, as well as the control, i.e., will you be controlling it via compass control, and if so, what other devices need controlling? Or will you be controlling it through a third party? That's certainly fine. And we could put together a system design similar to what you see here, where page 1 is more like a Visio style drawing. Sources on the left, displays on the right, distances affecting our distances and resolution, I should say, affecting our product selection in the middle. And any other additional requirements like video walls here. Page 2 is models and quantities of all the KeyDigital devices so that you can present this to your clients and have a successful proposal. Then give that page 2 to your KeyDigital sales rep as your purchase order. For more information, reach out to us here, sales@KeyDigital.com, technical support, tech@KeyDigital.com. System design, pre-sales, SDG@KeyDigital.com, or our offices in Oslo, Norway, New Delhi, India. All contact info available at KeyDigital.com. So once again, thanks for sitting through the initial technical difficulties we have, and we do apologize for that. Really appreciate your patience. And if you have to leave, or if you had to leave early, this video will be available on our YouTube channel, so just go to KeyDigital.com, and in the bottom right of our website, you'll see the YouTube icon so that you can jump right into our channel for viewing. Thanks very much, and have a great day.